west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Getting dividends, so we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nobody a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I post them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we go check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers. But I ride like I got group eyes for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they want every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been the topper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going up Patron, the premium of vodka. I put extensions on the clock, modified the chopper. The small heavy war ready and it's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the lava salads on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper doing like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat on, none of them can get through the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, dead to eat. And I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. This is night, I'm winning, coming through with the title. Cause U.P.K. one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Mashiach in Christ and fall up under that U.P.K. banner is my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Hey, shalom. We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command GEN.YAHANNA. What we do, we come out to teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who they are according to the Bible, and that they are the greatest people to ever walk the face of the earth. And that being said, it's a monster in this earth that's been killing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You feel me? And it's for a reason. It's for that specific reason right there. We God's chosen people, and they are not. And we're gonna prove it in the scriptures. But first, we're gonna get into a story about what happened down here in the city that we in, Louisville, Kentucky. It was a black man. Specifically, this is like personal because I actually I worked with the brother. Like we slaved together for these white folks, and the white folks took his life. So we slaving for him, and the white folks took his life from him. You know, to show that we not free. We not a free people, man. We not free. We still in slavery under these people, man, and we still being lynched to this day. To this day, we still being lynched, man. Because what you gotta understand is that anytime another race of people kills another race of people, that is an act of war. That's why Russia on the borders of Ukraine is such an epidemic, because that's an act of war. It ain't because they got tanks and nukes. It's just because this is another nation of people. If Ukraine was on the border of Ukraine, who would care? Nobody. Nobody would care. But because it's Russia, and that's another nation separate from Ukraine, it's considered an act of war. So, and that's what we've been dealing with as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in America, man. We've been terrorized by people, man, since we've been free from slavery, man, and they've been lynching us from the beginning, man. And what we don't want to call a spade a spade. That's our problem as black people. You know, we compassionate. We want to love everybody. So we don't want to call a spade a spade. Every time a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian got murdered by a white person, it was a lynching, man. It was a modern day lynching. The same way we got cell phones and we text. Back then, we didn't text. We sent a letter. It's modern. It's the new age way of lynching, man. They put on a cop uniform and they shoot you and say, "Oh, Breonna Taylor was selling drugs." They put on a cop uniform and they kill you in your car and say you had license to carry. So I thought you was gonna shoot me. Bang bang, you dead. It's just modern eyes, man. We still being lynched to this day. And if you don't believe it, what we gonna do first before we read the article about what happened to the young brother? Like, I know this brother personally. Read the definition of lynching, because black people don't understand what a spade is. Everybody loves spades. It been going viral about people that you black or Hispanic and you don't know how to play spades, you lose your black card. But we don't know what a spade is, man. These people killing us, these are lynchings, man. Black people killing black people is problems that we got to sort out on our own. That's why we have peace treaties. In gang neighborhood, we have peace treaties. We'll come together and squash it. The police don't do it. We'll do it. When black people killing black people, we'll come together. Look, man, we need to squash this, get some money, go out the bam, and that's it. It be over with. It might start back up a couple years, but, it was over for a minute. We got to do that for ourselves. But when it comes to another nation, we can't go to another nation and have a peace treaty. It's an act of war. They started a war, man. But, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, and the Most High fights for us. You feel me? So it's nothing we can do about it. It's nothing we can do about it. And that's why what's going on today, these are lynchings, man. But yeah, go ahead and just read the definition of what lynching is.
This is from the Oxford Dictionary. Present participle lynching, noun lynching of a mob, to kill someone, especially by hanging.
Hold on, wait. Only by hanging.
Especially
by hanging. You feel me? That's why I say especially, because it can also be Emmett Till. They didn't hang Emmett Till from a rope. They took him out of his crib and beat him to death. And what it was called, still to this day, a lynching. They took Emmett Till out of his house and beat him to death. And they called it a lynching, but they didn't hang him from a tree. Go ahead.
For an alleged offense, with or without a legal trial.
That's the whole point. That's what a lynching is. When another race of people is killing you without a trial. That's the point. See, we got so hipped on Hollywood and the white man's propaganda. We think a lynching is just a mob of people that just hang you from a tree. That's why the definition said especially a lynch, a hanging, because that's what we know a lynching as. But it's really, this is the definition. This is the real definition behind what a lynching is. Read that part again.
Especially by hanging for an alleged offense with or without a legal trial.
That's a lynching. When you are killed for an offense without a legal trial, that's why all them brothers and sisters was being hanged, and it was called a lynching. It wasn't because of a mob of people. It wasn't because of the rope. It was because of an alleged offense without a trial. That is a lynching. When you are murdered by somebody that's not your race for alleged offense without a trial, that is what lynching is, man. And that's what's been happening to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians since we've been freed, so-called freed from slavery. We've been being lynched. We've been being killed without a trial. George Floyd, did he have a trial? Breonna Taylor, did they have a trial? Did Tamir Rice have a trial? No, but they were murdered, because that's what a lynching is, when you're being murdered for an offense without a trial. They say Tamir Rice was pointing a BB gun at everybody, but they knew it was fake. Why they ain't take him on trial? Because it was a lynching. It was a murder. They murdered him. They wanted to kill him. He was black. If he was white, they wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have done it. They would have looked at him like their son or their grandson, and they wouldn't have done it. But if I could, now we could drop that, because we got to the bottom line of what a lynching is. It is you being killed by another race of people without a trial because you had an offense. You did something, or they say you did something, and they couldn't prove it, so they just killed you. Or they didn't care to prove it, they just wanted you to die. So if I could, yeah, go to that article I sent you.
Colonel Khan, this is from WDRB, Louisville, Kentucky. Police arrested 18-year-old Louisville man, for shooting a man to death in a Pleasure Ridge Park home Tuesday evening.
Right, now this happened down here where we at in Louisville, Kentucky, you know? You feel me? It was a young brother and this so-called white man. So-called white man, he shot him to death, man. Now, and it was so crazy because I got to the slavery, right? And I didn't go to work the day after this happened. So I didn't even know he was dead. I'm thinking like maybe he just, he just ain't coming. He probably sick, COVID, all that, whatever. They say, yeah, man, you going to the funeral? And I'm looking like, man, I don't know none of y'all. What you mean going to a funeral? Why would I go to a funeral? What are y'all talking about? They say, oh, Tay got killed. I'm Tay. I say, he got killed. They say, yeah, we're going to send you the article. It was all in the news. You wasn't here the next day, so you didn't know what happened. So I'm like, oh, yeah, send me the article. This the article right here.
According to court documents.
See the picture? Wait, let me show you the picture of the murderer. This the murderer that did it. They caught him and everything. We'll see what happened in the future. You go ahead.
According to court documents, David Surface was arrested just before 10 p.m. on Tuesday. LMPD officer Beth Ruff said police responded around 6 p.m. to report of a shooting at a home on the 6900 block of Brookline Drive off of Blanton Lane near St. Andrew's Church. According to a arrest report, when police arrived, they found Surface and his father standing outside the home.
Right, so they seen a white boy and his daddy standing outside the crib. Standing outside the crib. They ain't even trying to get away. Ain't that what happened with lynching? They be standing there by the body. Ain't that what happens with a lynching? They kill you and they stand by the body. They burn you, tar and feather you, and stand by the body. He killed the young black man, and him and his father was standing outside by the body. You feel me? Go ahead.
Inside the home, police found a man believed to be in his 20s with gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
Right, murdered in his home where he lived, where you supposed to be safe at. When you go home, you feel like you supposed to be secure. Nothing's supposed to happen to you, man. And that's where he died, and he died in his house, man, in his home. in 2022 by the hands of a white man, man. A white man killed him in his home in 2022. There's no reason, no nothing. Keep going, because I want to hear what the reason is.
The man was identified by the coroner's office on Wednesday evening as 19-year-old Deontay Stewart.
19 years old. A white man. By the hands of a white boy, man.
Police said Surface's father told officers that his son got into it with the victim.
He got into it with the victim. Wait, what the definition of lynching was? What it say?
Slocky.
What the definition? Wait, he got into it with the victim. Okay, cool. That's what's up. White boy get into it with a black man. You got into it with the victim, and you murdered him?
Lynching of a mob to kill someone, especially by hanging, for an alleged offense.
Alleged offense. He got into it with him. It was an offense. Why he didn't call the police? It was an offense. Why he didn't call the police? Because it was a lynching, man. It was a modern day lynching that he did, man. Go back to the story.
According to court documents, Surface sent his father a text shortly before the killing.
What? He did what?
Sent his father a text shortly before the killing.
Before the killing. It was premeditated. Ain't every lynching is what? Is what?
Premeditated.
It's premeditated.
Asking him to come and get him and to bring his rifle.
That's what he told his daddy. He said, look, before he killed him, he said, come get me and bring me my rifle. Only in America, man. In our kingdom, this is not gonna fly, man. This is not gonna fly. This is flying because we are still in slavery. That's why this is flying, man. In our kingdom, this is not. When Christ come back, he's gonna put these people to death, man. For what they did, man, to Breonna Taylor, to George Floyd, man, and now to Deontay's story. They're going to be put to death, man, for this stuff, man. You keep going.
Police said he also texted his father, should I just do it? And
should what? Should you do what? Should you just, like it's a video game. That's like me and you playing 2K. Should I just take this shot or should I try to drive to the hole? Like it's a video game. He texting his father, the white boy texting his father, should I do it? Should I kill him? That's what he texting his father. This is a lynching. In 2022, modern lynching. Just like Dr. J and them wore shorts up to their ankle, to their thighs, and Michael Jordan and LeBron James wear the shorts to their knees. It's modern. It's no different than 1678. It's no different, man. Go ahead.
He then texted, I just need to do it. Shortly before, neighbors reported hearing gunshots, according to the police. Surface had a handgun when the police found him, according to court documents. He was then taken into custody and questioned by...
Oh, he was taken into custody? He wasn't beat up or none of that? He did. Y'all seen the mugshot? I just showed his mugshot. He ain't had no black eyes or nothing. You know, when we get taken into custody for weed, we got black eyes. Go ahead.
They said they found him with the gun on him.
Oh, with the gun. They ain't shoot him? He had the gun. Why they ain't shoot him? They killed George Floyd. He didn't even show... Philando Castile, he didn't even show them the gun. He just say, I'm registered, legally owned. I'm reaching for it to show you the ID, and they shot him dead. But the white boy get taken into custody with the murder weapon. Because it was a lynching, man. Dylan Storm Root killed 9 black people in a church. 9 black people in a church, man. And they took them to Burger King. Because them was 9 lynchings. It was 9 lynchings. Come on, man. We still in slavery, man. Go ahead.
He was taken into custody and questioned by LMPD homicide unit. While being interviewed, he allegedly asked about the victim's dog, saying, I know he had one. He walked out with me. Surface was arrested and charged with murder. A not guilty plea was entered on his behalf in Jefferson District Court on Wednesday morning. His bond was set at $500,000.
And he got a bond. He got a bond. $500,000, 10%, 50,000. These rich white folks in Kentucky, they gonna bond him out. Trust me. You think they ain't gonna come up with the money? These white supremacists ain't gonna come up with the money to bond Surface out. Man, you a goddamn fool, man. This was a lynching, man. He killed him in his home. In his home. That's just like Amber Geiger killed Botham Jean in his home. What the fuck is going on where black people can't even live where they pay rent at? They can't even live where they pay rent at and not worry about dying from our oppressors, man. We can't even be at home playing a video game, chilling with our woman, and not worrying about dying from our oppressors because they walked in the wrong house. Or they just, Dad, should I do it? I think I'm gonna do it. Who is?
Salaki, the bitch. With the
Salaki.
The officer with the taser, sir.
Right.
She just got 2 years.
Salaki. Lynchings. What her name? Kim Porter? That was a lynching. She lynched that young brother. Oh, I thought it was a taser. It was a gun. Pow, pow. That was a lynching. It's modern. You got to be hip with the... Look, man. You got to get with the times, man. You feel me? What Genesis turned to Xbox. Sega turned into PlayStation. One of them, if I'm wrong, you feel me? You got to get hip with the time, man. They're not going to come get you and hang you from a tree, man. What the KKK wizard said? He said, man, we ain't going to keep lynching y'all like this. He said, we're going to be in the police force. We're going to be in the court system. We're going to be the teachers in your school feeding you semen cupcakes. Ooh-wee. Wasn't it a police officer that did that in Louisiana? You better go watch Black Watch. Commander GEN.YAHANNA, clap it up for Commander GEN.YAHANNA, raising the motherfucking dead, man. You feel me? We was dead, man. Look, this nigga you see right here was dead, man. Commander GEN.YAHANNA breathed the breath of life in me, man. You feel me? And showed me the way, man. And now I see everything for what it is, man. And we calling a spade here in I.S.U.P.K, man. They lynched that brother, man. He died, man. He's dead and gone, man. His father, his mother and them can never see him again. He's dead. That's the same thing as somebody taking you out your house and hanging you from a tree. We just read the definition of lynching. Go Google it. You got a phone, go Google it. You will see that it's just you getting murdered because you was offended somebody, but you didn't have a trial. They took it into their own hands. That white boy Surface took it into his own hands to kill him, man. He took it into his own hands to kill him. He called his dad. His dad ain't a fucking judge or a police. Excuse my language. He called his dad and said, should I do it? Should I do it? And they don't say what his daddy said. That's the thing. They don't even say what his daddy said. Why they say what his daddy said? It's going to come out in the court case. Because it was a lynching, man. It was a lynching. But you know, like we do, we don't go off our own heart. We're going to get into the scriptures. We're going to get into the scriptures to prove everything we saying, man. And a brother was lynched, man, last week, February 15th, 2022. A young black man was lynched in his home. In his home. I know the brother personally. That's that. You feel me? I know him personally. I see him every day. He dead and gone. He's out of here. Because of a white boy. Called his dad and asked, should he do it? Come on, man. But yeah, if I could, give me Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Let's get into the scriptures. You know, this is I.S.U.P.K, Commander GEN.YAHANNA, man. Feel me? Tune in. Every major city, man. Get in tune with us. You feel me?
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Never do what?
Never trust
Nah,
thine enemy.
you should just forgive white people.
Never trust thy
Where the
enemy.
fuck is Black Lives Matters at? Oh, wasn't just last year? Last summer? We was out rumbling with Black Lives Matter? When we just rumbling with y'all? Because we told y'all this was going to keep happening. It's not just, it's just one white guy in the police force. This is all of them. They the serpent in the garden, man. They Cain. They the snakes, man. And you not to trust your enemy. But nah, y'all want to rumble with us. And y'all found out what a real punch feel like too. Ooh wee. You feel me? Come on, man. Stop it, man. Never trust your enemy, man.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Like iron rusteth, so does his wickedness. This white boy called his father and actually do it and then said, no sweat. I'm finna do it anyway. No sweat. I'm finna kill him anyway in his home, man. You go ahead.
Verse 11.
Oh, yeah, we're going all the way to 12.
Come. Though he be humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed.
Right, he humble himself. You know, the white guy come off real humble. The white boy, the devil the Bible speaks of, he come off real humble. Real humble, shave his face, get the little Johnny Bravo haircut. And, you know, you be like, yeah, Tom, hey, Tom. He be real humble. You can't trust him, man. He's a murderer, man. He's a murderer, man. That's why he's the devil, man, because he confuse you. And how you thinking that he's not the devil? Go ahead.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, take good heed and beware of him.
Do what?
Beware of him.
Beware of him like you beware of a fucking dog. Like you see a dog, you don't even see the dog in the yard. All you do is see the sign. And you know to be on point. You get a package from Amazon. Man, look, the Amazon, they see the beware dog sign, they not even coming in your yard. You got to pick your package up from the local place where they deliver it at. And that's how you got to treat the white man. You got to beware of him, man. You see the white man, you beware of him. You don't ever just see the white man with his little slick haircut and be like, yeah, I can trust him. That's the one. That's the one that's cool right there, man. You going to be murdered next. You going to be Deontay's story, man. May he rise again in power, man. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
And you expose him for who he is, man. That's what we do in I.S.U.P.K. We like a looking glass to the white man. Every act that they cause, we talk about it. Whenever we hear anything the white man do, we talk about it. We go in the corners in every major city and we tell him who he is, man. We like a looking glass. When a white man see us, he looking in the mirror of who he actually is, man. Go ahead.
And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
And his rust has not been wiped away. And that's what we do in I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA, man. We show the white man that, nigga, you ain't Salaki. You ain't who you Salaki. I'm gonna get checked tonight. I knew Deontay's story personally, man. You feel me? So I apologize for my language. But I'm just saying, though, man. We gonna show the white man that all that rust ain't wiped away, man. And that's the wickedness. The rust is the wickedness. Because they said the white man good now. He cool. But no. The surface called his father and said, I'm about to do it. Should I do it? No, I'm about to do it. Don't even worry about it. I don't even know why I called. Just bring my rifle. It's going to be another dead nigga today. It's going to be another dead nigga today. And that's how black people got to look at white people, man. You got to look at him. All you see is a beware sign on his face, man. You know, like the dunce cap. Like the dunce cap they put on the stupid motherfucker in class. That's how you got to look at the white guy. You got to look at him, and all you see is a beware sign on his face, man. Because the Bible say, never trust thine enemy, because as iron, so as iron rusteth, so does his wickedness, man. And read that bottom part again on verse 11.
And thou shalt be wiped, Salaki, thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
Right.
And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Right, his rust have not been all wiped away, which is his wickedness, man. His wickedness have not been wiped away, man. He's still killing us. The white man is still lynching us, man. They just lynched Deontay's story in his house, man. Remember that name. They talking about remember her name. All this Black Lives Matters is a fucking joke. Where they at right now? They want to fight us. They got their ass beat. Where y'all at right now? Where y'all at right now? Deontay Story just got murdered in his home. Where y'all at right now? You know where to be found. A white boy just murdered him in his home. Y'all said it was just one white police that shot at Breonna Taylor. It's not all of them. Well, what's up with this? That's what I thought. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
He stand up in what?
In thy place.
The white man say he a Jew. That's what happened. They overthrew us and they took our identity. We don't know who the hell we are. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't know who the hell we are. Because of what happened?
Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Because y'all want to be so cool with the so-called white man. He's so slick and conniving, he done took your identity. Y'all want to be cool with the white people, they done took your identity, man. They in your homeland. You feel me? They done bastardized your whole culture. You sitting in America dunking basketballs, jumping 10 feet in the air, shooting three-pointers with your eyes closed. You feel me? Doing all type of acrobatic stunts on the football field. And these people over there is richer than you. You putting all your body in danger. These people over there in Israel is richer than you because of what happened?
He stand up in thy place.
He stood up in your place. The so-called white man then stood up in your place and he the Jew. He the Jew. That's why shout out to the brother in Atlanta. He just made a shirt called 100% Jew, no ish. Because anybody with a brain cell know that ish is a suffix that means to be like. So these people are not the Jew. The Jew just was murdered in his home. Deontay Story. You go ahead.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
That's what's going to happen. You try to be cool with white folks, they're going to try to take your seat. They're going to try to take your woman, your money, your children. They're going to take whatever you got. Whatever you got, they taking it from you, man. Because that's what they do. That's the Most High trying to tell us, man. Don't join with these people. Are you an idiot? Are you retarded? Why would you do that? They put you in slavery. Oh, it ain't that bad. That wasn't the same ones. Them wasn't the ones. We gonna get into that later. You know, this I.S.U.P.K. Kentucky, everything go together. We gonna get into that later. You say, oh, it wasn't them. These white folks didn't do it. All right, well, we're gonna talk about that too. You can finish that up. We'll go to the next one.
And thou at last remember my words, and be pricked wherewith.
Right, man. That's the Most High, man. I'm telling you, the Most High is trying to put us on game. The Bible is black people's constitution. You sitting up pledging allegiance to a flag, you are a fucking idiot, man. You are a fool. This is our constitution, man, the Bible. The Bible is our constitution. That's black people's constitution. We've been looking for our history. It's been in our face. But the white man sat in our seat. He lied and said he the Jew. Jesus was white. It's nowhere in the Bible that says he's white. But the Bible also said he was going to sit in our seat if we try to join with him. And that's exactly what happened. But you could drop that. Go to Isaiah 14:21. Isaiah 14:21. This is bread and butter I.S.U.P.K. right here. This is bread and butter I.S.U.P.K. 100%.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter.
Join with everybody.
Prepare slaughter.
Love everyone.
Prepare slaughter.
Prepare slaughter. You know why? Go ahead.
For his children.
For his children. Not for him. For his children. Because guess what? A day unto the Lord is like 1,000 years. The Most High sees and knows the spirit behind everything, man. And he knew these people was going to be doing this, man. And the Bible say what?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
For his children. For his children, man. These children are the children of the same ones that was lynching us back then. The ones that was hanging us from a tree, these are they descendants. So why in the hell would you want to join with them, man? Would you want to love them, take their women, have children with them, try to put our families together, man? When the Lord say prepare slaughter for the children, man. The children of your slave masters, the Lord say prepare slaughter, man. Prepare slaughter, man. Death and destruction, man. Go ahead.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the sins of their fathers. For all the hangings and the lynchings that happened in the 16, 17, 18, 19, in the 2000s, man. The Lord say, prepare slaughter for the children, for the sins of their fathers, man. Because you're going to inherit it, man. The same way we inherited all the stuff from our grandparents, they inherited the luxuries from the murders and the killings that they did, man. That's why they still call you a nigga. We got a podcast, Crowd Spell Not. Tune in every Wednesday night. You feel me? We brought out on there a white woman in Europe. She all the way in Europe or Switzerland somewhere, man. The mama asked the daughter, who ate the cakes? The little white girl say a black man did it. And she's a little white girl. Probably ain't this tall. And the Bible say what?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
For the children. For them little white kids, the Most High is seeing the demon in them. The Most High see the demon in them little white kids. And he's saying, for what happened to George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin, Deontay Story, Tamir Rice, Michael Brown, this stuff is going to continue. If y'all don't separate from them, it's going to continue. Segregation was the best thing we ever had. Because we was away from our enemy. Wasn't no Bloods and Crips in segregation. Wasn't no GDs and Vice Lords. Wasn't no Latin Kings and Spanish disciples. It wasn't none of that in segregation. It wasn't until we integrated. Because the Most High know and he sees the demons on them, man. That all they want to do is destroy us, man. Yeah, keep going.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Nor do what?
Nor fill the face of the world with
Nor
cities.
fill the face of the world with cities. The Most High do not want the white man to fill the face of the world with cities because he's going to murder everything, man. He's going to rape everything. He's going to kill everything. Look at the Trail of Tears, man. You think we forgot about the Trail of Tears? We are a looking glass for the white man. We're going to remind you, if you forgot, Mr. White Man, we're going to remind you when you see the UPK that you are the devil the Bible speaks of, man. You murdered us from the beginning, man. In slavery, out of slavery, man, you've been hanging us, lynching us from the beginning, man. And in 2021, a black man was lynched in his home by a white boy, man. By a white boy, man. Come on, man. We got some more on that.
Verse 22.
Nah. That's cool. That's cool. You could drop that. You could drop that. Go to Proverbs 11 and 21.
The book of Proverbs. Chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked should not go unpunished.
Right. Now, even though we got a bunch of Uncle Tom Negroes out there that say the white man is his friend. The white man is good. He's great. He gave me a job. That's the proof he the devil right there. You gotta praise him because he gave you a job. Because you work. Because you work and you not on unemployment, man. You got to praise him for that. Though hand join hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So even though we got all these Uncle Tom Negroes out there running around saying a white man is good, it's not all white people. It's just that one police officer. It's just this one white guy. It's just this one white dude that did this. It's just the one. What happened to the Fruitville Station with Oscar Grant? It's just that one white guy, huh? They was chilling and they shot him in his chest. Shot him in his chest. Or what about what's the guy that was selling the cigarettes that we seen on camera? And they shot him in his I can't think of his name, man. Brooklyn. They shot him in his chest. The white police. You keep saying it's these only Pacific white police officers. You ain't no better than them, man. You ain't no better than these white police officers, these white people that's killing black people. Ahmaud Arbery, they hunted them down, chased them like a dog in their truck. You ain't no better than them. If all you see is just, that was just one act of violence. It's not a racial thing. It's just, you are an idiot, man. They took Dylan Roof to Burger King, man. They arrested this white boy that killed this young brother in Louisville, Kentucky last week. And he had the murder weapon on him. And you still thinking that it's not race? There's no race? Got nothing to do with nothing. You are a fucking idiot, man. You are an idiot, man. And you need to wipe the Christianity out your eyes, man. You keep going.
But the seed of righteousness shall be delivered.
Right, but at the end of the day, black people, Hispanics, that's the point. We going to be delivered out of all this. Even though we got these Uncle Toms in the midst of us that want to hold hands with white folks, have sex with them, have they babies, Venus, Serena Williams, all that. Halle Berry, Monster Ball. Salagi. You feel me? Even though we you be killing me, man. You stupid as hell. But even though we got all these Uncle Toms that want to join with them, the Bible, the greatest book ever written by the priests and prophets of the Lord. They say the wicked ain't going unpunished, man. But the righteous will be delivered. Will be delivered. If I could, hit me one time. Yeah, though. So, yeah. I mean, that's the point of what's going on right now. Deontay's story is just another name we're going to add to the list. When we talk about black people being murdered unjust by white folks. Unjust by white folks. And you know, white folks, they use the war in Chicago, the Bloods and the Crips, to say what they doing is not wrong. That's what they use. So if you black or Hispanic out there and you a Blood or a Crip, maybe you should stop killing your brother. And we finna get into that. That's who the Lord is in here tonight. Because we finna get into that. But yeah, drop that. And go to John 10 and 10.
The book of John, chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
That is the purpose of the so-called white man, Esau in the Bible, the devil in the Bible. He comes but to steal and kill and to destroy. He not coming for nothing else. What is the point of joining with white folks when that's all they ever done was kill, steal, and destroy? Y'all forgot about the war on drugs. Did y'all forget about Hillary Clinton and Margaret Sanger calling us super predators and they need to abort all the black babies? Did you forget? We ain't forget. You know why? Because the I.S.U.P.K is a looking glass for the white man, which is a mirror. And we're going to show him who he is, man. Go ahead.
It's like your sir Joe Biden when he was calling black people roaches back in the 90s.
Roaches. Joe Biden, Most High in Christ. Joe Biden called us roaches. But you know what's ironic about that word, roaches? Because the Italians call us roaches. Is he Italian? I don't know. We'll find that out later. But the Italians always call us roaches. Cockroaches, specifically. But the thing about roaches is they the only thing that they say can survive a nuclear blast. You feel me? That's what's ironic about that. If you Google it, the only thing they say can survive a nuclear blast is roaches. And black people, we are survivors, man. We survive every epidemic, everything that ever happened, we survived. The East Indians would have perished. The Chinese, the Japanese would have been wiped off the face of the earth with the stuff the so-called white man put us through, but we still standing strong. Strong too. Yeah, go ahead. You can finish that.
I am come that they might have life, and that they may have it more abundantly.
Right, man. So the thief, the so-called white man, come to steal, kill, destroy. Christ said he coming so we can have life, so we can live, man. You feel me? We need to separate from the white man. And I don't mean not go to work. Don't go to Walmart and buy what you need to buy, your essential stuff. This is talking about love, man. Taking your love away from America and giving it back to black people, man. That's what we need to do. We need to take our love away from the so-called white man and give it to the Negroes, the Hispanics, the Native Indians, man, who need it the most. We need it. Black people, Hispanic people, we need love. But we ain't getting it from our oppressors, and that's all we seeking it from. That's why so many black men is taking white women, Hispanic men taking white women. That's why it's at an all-time high, man. That's why that's why the prison system is filled up with blacks, Hispanics, man, because we want that lifestyle that they live in. So we doing whatever it take to get it, legal or not. We got to take our love away from this place, man, and give it back to each other, man. Where we at? Yeah, you can drop that. Go to Genesis, the 27th chapter. Yeah, now we're gonna talk about like Esau, like from the jump, like this Esau always like been like this with us, man. Esau, the so-called white man, he always been like this. He always wanted to kill us. He never liked it us, man. He never liked that. He's never going to. And it's not a problem, you feel me? But it's only a problem because we want him to love us. We want Esau, the so-called white man's love so bad that we would just get rid of our pride, our integrity, and everything just to have it. So you go ahead when you got it.
That's
Like I just be talking like I'm like 27 to 38.
27:38.
Yeah.
Sir. The book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 38. And Esau,
The so-called white man,
said unto his father,
which is Isaac, which was a black man. You know, Isaac and Rebecca, two twins in a room, two different nations. Esau, Jacob, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Esau is the so-called white racist today.
And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Right. So now he asking his father, like, man, like the blessing supposed to go to the oldest son. I'm the oldest twin, but you know Jacob took it from me. So I see ain't nothing I could do about getting it back. But do you got something for me? This was the so-called white man is asking a black man, who white people come from. Since they think they the dominant race, you're not the dominant race. You come from a black man. All your genes are recessive. I learned that in 7th grade from a white man. My science teacher, Mr. Sear, that was his name. Ooh-wee, I'm not lying. You know me. I don't tell no lies. White people come from Mount Sear. His name was Mr. Sear, man. And you know I got receipts if I got to prove it. You know I got receipts. His name was Mr. Sear. And he taught us in 7th grade that blue eyes was recessive. Light skin was recessive. Blonde hair was recessive. Nappy hair, dominant. Brown eyes, dominant. Brown skin, dominant. That's what we learned in 7th grade from a white man. He taught us that we were dominant and they were recessive. Salaki. Mr. Sear, that was his name. Mr. Sear. You can ask my sister. Ask my sister and my brother. He was their science teachers too. Oh, you go ahead. Matter of fact, just read that from the top because we kind of went off.
Verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Right, he cried like a bitch.
Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said to him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the
Right,
earth.
you gonna get it. You gonna have your turn, Mr. White Man. Go ahead.
And the dew of heaven above.
Right, you gonna be in a high state too. Ooh, you gonna be reaching the stars.
Verse 40.
You
And
going
by
all
the
way to
sword,
41.
and by the sword shalt thou live.
But by the sword you shall live. Hey, Dad, bring my rifle. Oh, let's lynch these brothers. Oh wait, Breonna Taylor selling drugs. Let's go shoot up the house. Philando Castile, he got his gun card. George Floyd, we got his knee on his neck on national TV. He crying for his mama, but we ain't gonna take the knee off his neck. You say, what?
And by the sword shalt thou live.
Murdering. That's what the sword means. It's talking about murdering. It ain't just talking about playing with no knife, the last samurai. It's talking about, do you know a sword nowadays is a gun? Because that's all a bullet is. It's a bunch of little metal that's being thrown at you like a sword. It's the same thing. It's modernized. Just like I'm talking about the lynching. It's you being killed by a white man with a gun, knife, whatever. It's a lynching. If they don't have no cause. You feel me? If they not, if in self-defense, it's a lynching. If you killed by another race of people and it's not self-defense, the dictionary says that is a lynching. If you were murdered by somebody and it's not self-defense, it's a lynching. You go ahead.
And thou shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
And that's what we in right now. The yoke is broke. You feel me? Esau and Jacob, we under Esau. So the yoke is broke, man. And this is what Isaac was talking about. You're going to live by the sword. And you're going to have dominion, man. And you're going to break the yoke that we have around Esau. Because there was a point in time where we ran everything, man. King Solomon, David, Solomon's sons. We was running stuff. We had it. Esau was in submission in the caves. He was the caveman. The white man was in the caves. He wasn't running nothing. And then he got dominion and he broke the yoke off, you feel me, his neck.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob.
The white man hated blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. See, you got to know who the players is in the game. Esau is a so-called white man. Jacob is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the chosen people of God. And it say, what happened?
And Jacob hated Salakia. And Esau hated Jacob.
The white man hated blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Go ahead.
Because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Right. That's the point. You wonder why white people hate black people, but they don't hate Africans. They don't hate Arabs. Arabs threw a plane into the building, but they ain't pulling them out the car and killing them. They ain't calling their daddy, Dad, I'm about to do it. Should I do it? Should I do it? Dad, I'm about to do it. Why they ain't doing that to Arabs? Just riddle me this, Mr. White Man, if you listening. Tell us this, because black people, we know in the I.S.U.P.K. because we the looking glass for you. But tell our brothers and sisters out there in the world why you don't kill Arabs when they threw a plane into your building. Why you don't do it, Mr. White Man?
Salakia, sir. How many thousands of them people from Afghanistan is being led over here right now?
You know what I don't understand? I don't understand how what you just said ain't on national news. What you just said right now, and you a trooper. You a goddamn trooper, man. And what you just said should be on national news, man. Most High in Christ. They letting thousands of Afghans over here, and them the same people that threw a plane into the building. threw a fucking plane into your World Trade Center, New York, the Mecca of America, and y'all let them over here? Y'all let them over here and live, Link. No child support, no nothing. They just over here living. Go ahead. They over here living.
And in Wisconsin, 2 of them got sex cases already.
No, it's a lot of them. General Yohanna brought that on his show. It's a bunch of them. You feel me? What you saying is heavy though, but it's a bunch of them is though. Like, I ain't even know Arab. You know, I ain't know they some nasty. They nasty. The Arabs is nasty. They the beast of the field, just like the white man is the slickest of all of them. But they beast of the fields too, because they nasty. But yeah, though, what the trooper saying was so heavy, because how are you letting Afghans over here, but you killing black folks? Black folks built the country. Hispanics built all the skyscrapers. They picking grapes and strawberries for a little what nothing. You know how much strawberries and grapes would be if the Hispanics took a stand and said, nah, we need $20 an hour to do this. Grapes and strawberries would be so high, you would eat nothing but Wendy's. You ain't gonna even never go to the grocery store. You feel me, man? Most High in Christ, man. That is crazy right there. I ain't gonna even lie. But yeah, read that scripture again one time. The last one, 41.
The book of Genesis.
That's crazy.
27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Mm-hmm. And that is why white people don't like you. If you black, Hispanic, or Indian, it's in their blood. That's the progenitor of the white races. He said he didn't like the progenitor of the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian races because of a blessing his father gave them. Go ahead.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand.
Right. He said they did. He died. So I'm going to chill right now. I'm going to just chill because our father passed away.
Then I will slay my brother Jacob.
Deontay Story.
I will slay my brother Jacob.
Breonna Taylor.
I will slay my brother Jacob.
Philando Castile.
Slay my brother Jacob.
Tamir Rice.
My brother Jacob.
Eric Garner.
My brother
That's
Jacob.
him. Eric Garner. That's him. See, it just came to my mind. Eric Garner, the one in Brooklyn where the police shot him in his chest for selling the cigarettes. I will slay my brother Jacob. Because we was blessed by the Most High, and he wasn't. So he gonna live by the sword. He say he gonna kill us. This is modern day lynching, man. Deontay Story, remember his name, man. Add him to the list. Add him to Trayvon Martin and all the other lists of black people we always bring up.
Verse 42.
I think that was it. I ain't gonna even lie. I think that was it for that one. And you can go to Ecclesiastes 9 and 18.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Whoa. Hold on, warrior. You need AKs, drums, tanks. You need all that.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war. You know why? Because us separating from the white man, we wouldn't have to worry about dying from the white man. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. Well, you can have all the guns in the book, but if you still want to love your oppressor, he's going to kill you. He's going to molest your children. He's going to put semen in the cupcakes and send them to school for Valentine's Day. You got to separate, man. You got to get some wisdom, man. And the wisdom is of the Lord is only found in the I.S.U.P.K and the Command GEN.YAHANNA. It ain't in your Christian church. It ain't in no fake Israelite group. It ain't in no Muslim mosque, man. You want to get the spirit of the Lord on you, man, you come find us, man. We here. We everywhere. It's not no state, major city we not in, man. We in different countries, man. We in Trinidad and Tobago, man. We in Jamaica, man. We in Puerto Rico. Ain't no excuses no more. And that's UPK to the dirt. No excuses, man. You playing that. Now it's starting to be like, you just playing. You want to die. You want to die, man. And that's what Revelation said. It said we was going to seek death and not find it, man. So if you not finding that death you looking for, that means you need to come find us, man. Like, real talk. Go ahead, read that from the top one more time.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good.
But who?
One sinner destroyeth much good.
Deontay Story.
One sinner destroyeth much good.
The police that shot Breonna Taylor.
One sinner destroyeth much good.
That one police that had their knee on George Floyd's neck.
One sinner destroyeth much good.
The police that shot Tamir Rice for playing with a BB gun.
One sinner destroyeth much good.
Come on, man. Trayvon Martin. What did he say? He had a hoodie on. He had on a fucking hoodie, and he deserved to die. That was a lynching. He lynched Trayvon Martin. He got away with it. Sold the gun he killed him with for $440,000. Man, look. Salaki. Y'all better pray to the Most High, man, that he come stop this. Because as I'm starting to realize, it ain't no other way it's going to happen. You keep thinking cryptocurrency and stocks and bonds and opening up a business and a 401k is going to stop the white man from oppressing you. You are a goddamn liar. You're going to be the next one on child support. You're going to be the next one getting fired from your job. You're going to be the next person wondering why you want to kill yourself, and you live in the richest country ever in history, man. Stop it, man. You are a goddamn idiot thinking that anything but the Lord is going to stop this. Keeping the laws and commandments is the only thing going to stop this, man. Nothing else is going to stop this, man. Otherwise, it's going to happen for another 1,000 years, man. Another 1,000 years, man. Look at your pretty babies, man. Look at your son and your daughter, man. And you telling me you want them to go through this? What you seen, all the murders, all the stuff you seen happen, man. You want them to go through that? You know you don't. Only way that's going to happen if you stop sinning, you come serve the Lord, you get in the I.S.U.P.K. under Command GEN.YAHANNA. So yeah, you could drop that and go to 1 John 4 and 20.
Book of 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he loveth...
Right. You say you love God, but you don't like us. How you gonna love God but not like us, man? We the priests of the Lord. We the priests of the Lord, man. How you gonna love God but not love Deontay Story? But not love Trayvon Martin, Philando Castile, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor? How you gonna love God and not love your own people that look just like you, man? You goddamn Uncle Tom, Sambo, Coon. Come on, man. Go ahead.
He is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he hath not seen?
Right, man. How you gonna love God? But it's your brothers and sisters, man, that you see every day. And you don't love them. You say, oh, that ain't my problem. You hear about Deontay's story? You be like, man, that ain't my problem. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I love white folks. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You hate God. That's what this scripture is saying. You hear about your brothers and sisters in poverty dying by the hands of our oppressors, and all you can say is, it ain't my problem. You hate God. And when the problems arise, don't be mad about it. Don't be mad about it. Don't thank the white man. Thank the white man, you feel me? Who is worse than Satan. The white man is worse than Satan because at least Satan follow the Lord's orders. The Most High, the Most High is going to destroy the white man. You know why? Because he goes above and beyond what he should have done. He's supposed to just put us in slavery and just let it go. He put us in slavery and then he lynched us. put drugs in our community. You feel me? He don't stop. Satan at least take orders from God. The white man don't take no orders from nobody. Nobody. He'll make a law and then make another law to decrease it. He'll say you got the right to bear arms and then take your guns. He'll say you got freedom of speech, then lock you up for hate speech. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. He's the devil, and he knows it. Woman, child, they all know it. They know they're the devil. But you can drop that and go to John 13 and 33. I know you might kind of get a little familiar with what's going on. You feel me?
Salakia, John 13:33.
God.
The book of John, chapter 13, verse 33. Little children, yet a little while I am with you. Ye shall seek me. And as I said unto the Jews.
To the who?
To the Jews.
Nope. They said the New Testament mean God love everybody. We should love white people.
To the Jews.
To the Arabs?
The Jews.
The Palestinians?
The Jews.
The Hawaiians?
The Jews.
To the Jews. Christ said, man, he was talking to the Jews. That's all Christ was talking about. He didn't come and change nothing, man. He upped the ante. He said unto the Jews. Go ahead.
Whither I go, ye cannot come. So now I say to you, a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another, as I have loved you.
Right. See, we need to take our love from America. Because one thing Christ knew is we love other nations a little, like, too much. And that's why he say, look, go ahead, read that. Just go ahead.
That you love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
And that's the point. We don't love each other. As blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't love each other, man. We don't. And it's the truth. We the greatest people on earth. We the best at everything. But we don't love each other. We love the white man. We want the white man to prosper. We want his woman. We want his kingdom. We want everything they got to do with the white man. We don't love each other, man. We the best. Jackie Robinson made baseball famous. Michael Vick made football fun. Made it $1 million sport, man. Magic Johnson made basketball not just an extracurricular activity. He turned it into $1 billion business. Magic Johnson did that. A black man. Black women sent the rockets to the moon. And we can go on and so forth, man. But if we just love each other, man, we can be greater than any kingdom that ever stood on the planet Earth, man. Ever. Okay, drop that and go to Psalms 147 and 19. Ooh-wee.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
To who?
To Jacob.
Black, Hispanic, Native Indians. See what I'm saying? Y'all keep playing around with these white folks y'all want to.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Unto who?
Unto Israel.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He showed everything to black people. Not everybody. Y'all trying to make everybody join our stuff, man. It's just stupid, man. It's stupid.
Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And for his judgments, they have not known them.
The Most High have never dealt with nobody else but blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians. That's why we stayed in slavery time after time. You looking at your slave master as your friend. You want to be friends with him so bad when he just want to kill you. You don't even know that. All he thinking about is to kill you, and how, when would be the best time to do it. because the Lord don't know them. He only know us. He only love us, man. Lord don't deal with nobody else, man. And if you Black, Hispanic, Native, Indian, man, you better take pride in that. But you not taking pride in that. You want to be white. You want to be a white man. Because the kingdom you living in is white people kingdom. But they use you to make their kingdom great. Which you don't know. Obviously you don't. So yeah, drop that, go to Amos 3 and 1. Oh, I'm still going? Oh, bad. Sometimes I be forgetting.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Who?
Children of Israel.
Everyone.
Children of Israel.
White people.
Children of Israel.
Children of Israel. Black people. Hispanic people. Native Indian people.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Who did he bring out of Egypt? Israelites. This is specific. He only brought Israelites out of Egypt. We were the only ones there. For you people out there to say God love everybody, he's talking directly to Israelites, which nowadays are termed Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian.
Verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
You only, out of all these people in the earth, the Most High say he only known Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's it. The Most High ain't never dealt with nobody else. He only know Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. That's it. And the only people the Most High is dealing with. The Most High is a racist. But you ain't know that, did you? You might know. You been studying. But I'm just saying, for people out there, you ain't know. Read, you better open the Bible, come to class, whatever. The Most High is a racist, and this is the proof. What do you say?
You only have I known.
You only have I known. The Most High say he only known us. That's racist. That's some racist stuff to say. If I say I only love, chicken, I'm being racist to the lamb and the, the steak. But if you, man, that's even heavier to say Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians is the only people he ever known. So he gonna what? What he gonna do?
Therefore, I will punish you.
I will punish you. Most black people it's more black people in prison than it was in slavery. The Mexicans on the border in aluminum foil. Haiti still suffering from an earthquake. Nobody helped them with. The Puerto Ricans still suffering from an earthquake. Nobody helped them with. Cuba, it still looks like a third world country. Go ahead.
Slovakia natives in Wisconsin still got poison water.
The Native Indians is on reservations living like it's 1919. Because the Lord said, what?
I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Because he said he going to punish us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, for all our iniquity. Because he's a racist. The Most High is a racist. And if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you better thank God that he is a racist. Otherwise, you would be in slavery for the rest of eternity if it was up to the so-called white man. You would be getting lynched for eternity if it was up to the so-called white man. You would be on child support forever. They'll put you on child support as soon as you come out the womb. If it was for the white man, a black man come out the baby, he on child support as soon as he come out. You ain't even had no kids yet. If it was up to the so-called white man. But look, we ain't judging though. You ain't on trial. But yeah, last scripture, give me Obadiah 1 and 15. It's only one chapter. Obadiah 1 and 15. We can go all the way to 18 to end the class because a brother was lynched here in Kentucky, and we ain't gonna forget his name. We ain't gonna forget him or his name.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
All the heathen. All these heathens, man. If you're not Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, war, murder, genocide is coming to you, saith the Lord.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
It's all the stuff that happened to blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. Just know double is gonna happen to the people that done it to you.
Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
That's right.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain,
Oh, they have lived deliciously off the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and that's what he mean by you drunk from my holy mountain. He's talking about his people. Y'all use my people to grow your nation. I remember that.
so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
Right. And this is talking about the so-called white man. This is talking about how all the stuff he done to us, these heathens gonna do it to him. The raping, the robbing. See, we don't do stuff like that. But the heathens gonna do it to them.
Verse 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance,
Israel, that's talking about blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians. It's gonna be deliverance.
and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession.
Right. The house of Jacob. Blacks, Hispanic, Native, we gonna have slaves, man. Whether you like it or not, we gonna have slaves. You don't want none, don't get none. Go, hey, look, you could be my supervisor. You don't want one, I want them. Give me all the white folks in Kentucky, come work for me. Come work for I'm a Warren Bar on my plantation. We gonna run a tight ship.
Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
Right, and this is talking about the metaphor for fire and flame. It's just talking about how, like, we gonna destroy these nations, man. Like, when they get under us for what they did to us, how we gonna destroy them, man. It's gonna be like fire, because you know fire destroys fast too.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
And that's what stubble is. Stubble is when you burn something and what's the left, the remnants of it. You burn the incense, that's stubble that's left. You feel me? You burn a house down, it's stubble. You feel me?
And they shall kindle them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Like we brought in Isaiah 14:21. It didn't got reiterated in Obadiah. It's not gonna be any remaining out the house of Esau. It's not gonna be none left, man.
For the Lord hath spoken it.
We ain't said nothing. Look, we just reading the Bible. That's all we doing. Black, Spanish, we just reading the Bible. God said it ain't gonna be no more remaining of the house of Esau, which is the so-called white man. It ain't gonna be no more remaining. That's it. That's the end of the story. That's the end of Deontay's story. The brother that got killed, his name was Deontay Story. And that's the end of Deontay's story. He can't speak for himself. We're going to speak for him. And it ain't going to be none remaining, man, out of the Mount of Esau. But that's in tonight's class. Pass the class over to the trooper, read the security announcements.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We have the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to marry. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, a tenth in the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, the Lord's Passover,
Oh, it's on.
Cocoa Beach.
It's on. Hey, look, get there, be square. You feel me? Come serve the Lord. We're doing our oath, man, with the Most High, man, like we do every year. 53rd annual Passover, man. Cocoa Beach, Florida, man. Get that, man. Go broke. We'll worry about money in April 16th.
Okay. We'll give a courtesy salute to the teacher. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh by Shem Yav Shah Brakatah. Class dismissed.